Greetings to all of my ICHRIE friends and colleagues all around the world. I hope that this finds you well, happy and healthy and safe, and progressing nicely through your semesters as well. My name is Joy Dickerson. If you don't know me, I'm employed by the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, and I come to you today as the ICHRIE President 2020 to 2021. And I want to share with you some things that are happening right now. I've written a lot of detail in the communique articles, but thought it might be nice if you hear periodically what we're doing and how the board is moving along in our current year. So it's no surprise to any of us that this is a difficult year, lots of challenges. COVID has presented many interesting dilemmas for us, both in how we're delivering our courses and our travel restrictions, and our budgets have been cut. And so we are recognizing all of these things as we move through this year with ICHRIE as well. So I share with you what's happening with the board and with some of our members at large right now as we prepare in this year. So as you all know, Kathy McCarty, our CEO of 20 years, will be just amazing service, but will be leaving us on December 31st, 2020. So with that, we have decided to, and the board has approved, by the way, on October 8th, the board approved an interim leadership plan that I am very excited to tell you about. And so beginning in January, and honestly, some of the transitional pieces will be happening November, December. But when Kathy departs, we'll have a team of past presidents who have just graciously and generously agreed to serve our organization as a trio of leadership. And so we will present to you Dr. Fred Mayo, Ray Shacklock, and Dr. Reg Fukar-Zaki. And so these three are just wonderful and amazing people with a breadth of knowledge, a love for ICHRIE, 91 years of ICHRIE service between the three of them. And so they have seen a lot, they've been through a lot, they understand higher education, and they also understand our ICHRIE organization. So what we did was we sort of asked them to take different areas, if you will, of the CEO position for the short term. The board has approved no longer than a 6-month period for this interim leadership structure. So this will go no longer than June 30th, 2021. So what will happen is Fred Mayo has agreed to be our person in charge, if you will, of partnerships and outreach. And so Fred will be doing a lot of work externally. He may be also contacting our deans and directors groups just to indicate, what services they believe that we need to move forward with, and that sort of thing. So Ray will be our person in charge of membership and communications. And so Ray will be looking at the different areas of member services, but also kind of our membership process, and also our communication processes, okay? And then Reg will be our person in charge of operations. And so Reg has agreed to oversee our office, our financial responsibilities, our legal responsibilities, and he will be working directly with the office personnel. So those three people have, again, it's an incredibly generous agreement that they've made with us, and I'm thrilled, and I think that this is really the best thing that we can do for ourselves right now as we move forward. So why do we need some extra time? upon Kathy's departure, we did decide that as a board that we would examine various organizational models to see what the best course is for ICHRIE at this point. So we have divided our organizational ideas, thanks to our membership, by the way. Some of our members, many of our members actually have emailed me and talked to me about different models that they think would be viable for our organization. So beginning, let's see, it was in early October, we formed 4 task force committees, organizational task force committees, and they are currently working on investigating and analyzing various models. I want to share that with you. The first model is the independent model. And the independent model is simply, you know, we are our own organization run by us, okay? And that's exactly what we do right now. So we have our own office, we have our own staff, we have our own leader, and this is the model that we are looking at under task force number 1. Task force number 2 will be looking at association management. That would be full-time association management. Again, looking at the pros and the cons of this particular model and how it might best, you know, if it could best serve ICHRIE. And then the third model is a hybrid of both association management and the independent model. And so again, we're looking to see if we can retain some autonomy and perhaps outsource some of our functional needs. And then the fourth model is the university housing model. So, and with that, we would be using a university who has a hospitality tourism culinary program within their school. And we would house our ICHRIE office within that university and take advantage, of course, of some of the inherent services that a university might be able to offer. So those 4 models are under investigation. We have 26 wonderful, amazing, giving people who have joined those 4 task forces. Some are board members, some are past presidents, but most are members at large. All federations are represented on these task forces, which I believe provides very healthy perspective. We have asked these task forces to look at this simply as an objective analysis without any, there's no commitment, there's no personal gain, if you will, to any of these members in looking at each of these models. So I think it's a very healthy process. On November 7th, the board will come together with a presentation from each team, each task force that would be, and we will be, as a board, thereafter determining rank order of how we would like to move forward with these different models. So we are hoping that through this process, 1 or 2 models will emerge as being superior for ICHRIE, and we will then move forward with whether it's RFPs or whether it's a search for a new leader, but we will move forward thereafter. So you can see why we need the extra time past December 31st for an interim leadership model. So I find that this is very collaborative. People are just, our members have been extremely dedicated to this process. And, you know, at the end of the day, we have 2 goals, and that is we want to remain a financially stable organization, but we also want to provide our members with the best services possible. So this is our goal, and we're doing this carefully and thoughtfully and deliberately, and I hope that we can just continue to keep you informed as we move through the process. It's a transparent process, and I'm happy to talk to anyone about it. So you please feel free to email me, contact me, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. But we are recognizing that there are a lot of different factors involved right now in this time period. And so we are taking our time and, again, trying to serve ICHRIE to the best of our abilities in a responsible and practical way, but also to reap the greatest benefits for our members. So I will be in touch with you again. I hope that you read the ICHRIE communique, because it will detail a little bit more about Fred, Ray, and Reg, and their amazing qualifications and their service to ICHRIE. They all have just given greatly of themselves all throughout the year. And so I look forward to working with them. I think you'll look forward to working with them as well. And again, we will be working as a team with Kathy and the office through the end of the year. Okay, please contact me with any questions you may have. I hope you have a great day. Talk soon. Bye.